Welcome, everybody. I'm Gold Leader. I'm joined by Patronus, and we are here for the online tournament championship final.
That's right. It is Tonrado versus Dhamon tonight.
Yeah, I am super excited. I don't actually, I didn't actually get a chance to play either of them in this tournament, so this match is going to be very cool to me, especially too. We added 2 IDC sets for this format. So the format itself, if you haven't played before, is the 10 Wizards of the Coast sets. And then we added the very first 2 IDC sets, which were Fall of the Republic, which is essentially the Revenge of the Sith sequel set, like the expansion to Revenge of the Sith, and Scum and Villainy. All right, so they're drawn up. At the top of the screen, you have Tonrado. At the bottom of the screen, you have Dhamon. Looks like mulligans are happening now. So they're using what's going to be the new official mulligan rule, where you can you can set aside any number of non-unit cards. Then you draw up to your maximum hand size. And then the cards that are set aside get shuffled back into your deck. So you no longer lose the cards you mulligan forever. They just get shuffled back into the deck.
Yeah, it's a great change that we've been testing out ourselves for probably a year now.
Yeah, at least way more than that.
Yeah, and we really, really, really like it.
And we brought it to the IDC. They love it. It's going to be the new rule when they're working on the 2020 rulebook. And it looks like setup is underway.
Yep, so we've got a TIE fighter here for Dhamon.
That's a TIE interceptor.
I'm sorry, I did say TIE fighter, didn't I?
That's the king ding-a-ling of dark side common space units.
That is a fair statement.
3 build points.
Critical hit 1 and intercept. The intercept is clutch.
60 speed.
Then we've got a Marauder class Corvette.
I don't know if you've ever seen that card.
Yeah, I have.
So that card was in my championship blockade deck that was completely banned after one use.
That makes sense. A droid missiles down here for Dhamon, as well as a Bespin Cloud car.
And
then we have the Coruscant emergency shuttle.
Yeah, so far, it looks like these are actually only Wizards of the Coast cards in play, which is interesting. These guys are in the finals.
Yeah.
There's always a lot of talk. Oh, all the IDC cards are way overpowered. Well, I haven't even seen an IDC card yet.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm very interested to see. It looks like what Dhamon from. Well, we have their deck lists.
We do. I have them up on in our browser. Should I start their timer?
Yeah, you could start their timer. I think they probably already started their own timer.
Okay,
we just need a general timer.
Yep.
So you guys can see about how much time's left in the match.
All right, so I did pull up their deck lists. So this is Tonrado's.
So this is Toronto's light side, and that's what he's playing right now.
Okay.
So it looks like Tonrado has a.
He has a lot of one-ofs in this deck.
Yeah,
Holy cow.
It looks like it's kind of a Han Solo, Chewbacca, Princess Leia.
Falcon.
It's a Rebel Heroes deck.
Yeah.
So, let's see. So far, every card I've seen looks to be mostly Wizards of the Coast cards.
Yeah.
I have actually not seen an IDC card yet, which is interesting.
And then this is Dhamon. He's playing Darkside right now. Mara Jade. Darth Maul.
So
nice.
he's got a standard Darth Maul 4-strain deck. That's why the Mara Jades are in there.
Yeah,
Mara Jade's awesome with 4-strain.
Yeah, I just always like Mara Jade.
Okay,
so now we kind of have an idea of what they're doing. So we have the Leia G.
And we could always flip back to those deck lists while we're if we look up stuff.
Absolutely. So we've got Leia G that allows you to gain 3 build points at the start of the build if she's piloting a transport, i.e. the Falcon.
Yeah. I believe that is a transport as well.
No, it's a patrol ship.
Oh. That's
and
another ship Boba Fett can pilot. I didn't realize that.
There you go.
Interesting.
I think he had Boba Fett in his deck too.
Yeah.
The neutral one.
Yeah.
So he has a Rebel Scouts. That's hidden cost 3 and accuracy 1. Snow Speeder Rogue 2, just critical hit 1, and then we already saw this. Down on Damon's side, we see Masameda, that cloud car, a skiff, a cloud car squad. That's hard to say. And then Sand Trooper Interrogator. So that's a card I don't recognize. So that's an IDC card.
What is?
This card. Sand Trooper
Oh,
Interrogators.
yes, that is. It's from Scum and Villainy.
Mm-hmm.
It is 6 cost, critical hit. Activated abilities of your opponent cost 1. Oh, it's a Nexu type ability built into the card, so that's cool.
Yeah, and then he's got 5 build counters on Amara Jade down here. This is one of the WotC ones.
God, what a horrible CGRR.
Yeah, pretty awful. And then Tonrado has 3 build counters on Han.
So that's the Han I was telling you about.
On H.
The Han that has the foresight. So see his ability when he attacks, predict the number of hits.
Okay.
That ability has become a keyword with the IDC.
Sure.
And they call it foresight.
Got it.
So they just took that whole text and made it into a keyword.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Not a new ability, just...
All right, so we've got Mara Jade in play, as well as another droid missile from Damon.
This is going to be interesting. So Damon is playing what we call a classic Darth Maul 4-string deck. 4-string decks have always been really strong in competitive play. They got even stronger. They had like a little lull during like the periods which Chewbacca G was like raining terror on the Earth because Chewie Reanimator. Remember when the decks we played on stream were
the broken ones,
yeah, where he's like reanimating like IG-88 for 1 build point.
Yeah.
So that deck kind of was legal for a long time. When it got banned, the 4-string decks came back into play because people started playing Jedi again.
Sure.
Now, noticeably, what?
I was just going to say, so Damon used Mas Meda's ability to put a damage counter on Mas to be able to gain an extra build point. That's what happened there.
Yep.
And it looks like we've deployed Han. That was certainly going to happen. And we're stacking. Okay.
With Han I.
Han I is going to be on top.
So that Han gets to roll a die after it attacks. And if it rolls higher, like him and his opponent each roll a d6. If the Han Solo player rolls higher than his opponent, Han Solo gets to untap and then attack again. It's pretty good. 50-50 shot at getting an extra attack.
I don't know if it's 50-50. You have to roll higher than your opponent.
It's 50-50.
Okay.
You're both rolling the die at the same time.
I understand, but I guess I don't know odds. We need Juris. All right, so he's retreating that Marauder class Corvette, obviously.
Yeah.
Droid missile, TIE interceptor. I mean, that thing would just melt immediately.
Yeah. It's interesting. So what I was saying about the matchup. One player is playing a Darkside 4-string deck. The other player is playing Rebel Heroes. If you notice, none of the heroes really... He doesn't have a unit in play that requires Force to evade. So there's going to be a little bit of a neutralization. The Darkside 4-string won't be as potent against a deck that does not require Force.
That makes sense.
Which means battle cards are going to be more useful.
Yeah. So it looks like he paid 2 Force to tap this unit. Oh no, he's attacking. Okay.
Yeah. No Force was paid.
Okay.
He's just attacking the emergency ship. And he's going at the ship first because that ship can prevent 2 damage to the first 2 damage dealt in the round.
Yep.
So he's just got to kind of power through it to get rid of it.
And then this other guy is going at the same target.
And another theme that we're seeing is the...
Ooh, we got a Jedi piloting to prevent 2 damage. All right, cool.
We're seeing a theme of the cheap and efficient ground units are still a big thing, even on both sides of the board.
Absolutely. So only 1 damage ended up getting on there after 2 attacks.
Oh.
The skiff.
It's just rolling 3 naked. 1 hit.
Yep.
So,
assuming he's still going at the same target.
So now
And then this is a 40.
Yeah, so it's going to be the snow speeder gets to go next.
Yeah, this guy's gonna go.
It'll be interesting to see where he goes because, like, the odds of him killing the stormtrooper is pretty low.
Mm-hmm.
I would, yeah, that's where he's gonna go. Try to get rid of it.
Yeah, I guess between all of his guys.
Well, they're all
trying
gonna
to get
go
rid of it.
after the stormtrooper though,
Right.
So it's not gonna matter.
Yeah, exactly.
He would need roll, and he roll. It looks like Tonrado rolled.
I don't think he can. Oh, I guess if he hit a 6, yeah.
He would have to hit a 6 and
all hits, yeah.
But he got. Looks like he got
0. All right. So the Coruscant shuttle is rolling dice there as well.
No. It's the stormtroopers attacking the Coruscant shuttle.
Oh, apologies. You are correct. 100%.
Stormtrooper interrogators, and they finished it off.
Yep. I'm not sure why it's not tapped.
It should be tapped.
Yeah. Okay. And yeah. Okay.
Yeah, they tapped it.
And then this guy.
So now the Rebel Scouts is attacking.
Mm-hmm.
With accuracy.
He's going at the skiff. 0. Wow.
Oh, bad dice. 0 for 6 for him.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That's ground.
Yep. So then we go over into character here.
Mm-hmm.
Why did he discard the skiff?
I'm not sure.
Oh, this has accuracy, so that was actually 3.
Oh, yes, accuracy. Yeah.
So that was enough.
We're in this game. I think we can actually correct untapped units.
That's fair.
All right, so Han is doing his thing against Mara.
So Han's rolling.
What does that Mara do? It has deflect, right?
It has
pay 1, deflect 1.
Yeah, pay 1, deflect 1, and it has a bounty ability.
Yeah. So
Han just has accuracy,
which
1.
is good. That's 5 hits.
Yeah.
And they're rolling.
Yeah.
All right, Tonrado rolled a 2, and Damon rolled a 5.
Mm-hmm.
So no one tapping on Han Solo.
Nope.
But Princess Leia goes.
Mm-hmm.
And that Princess Leia is super sweet because she actually, if someone tries to just attack Han, she prevents all damage to one of your smugglers and takes 1. So you have to kind of fight through her before you can even start attacking Han.
Right. Bye, Leia.
Yeah, but she just got smoked. And Masameda gets to attack. How rare is that?
It happens.
Okay.
2 dice. 2 damage on Han, I should say.
Yep. So.
All right. Turn 2.
Yep. So Tonrado rolls a d6. They get 2 build points.
Mm-hmm.
And
so Damon will get 3.
Damon gets 3 because he has 1 in each arena at the start of the phase.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming we're going to see another damage placed, another build point taken and damage on Masameda. No reason not to.
That's what he's there for.
Alright, so he puts 3 build on a card.
Mm-hmm. Which is interesting because he's already got 1 on another card.
And he did not. I don't think he used Masameda. I think he passed.
Yeah. I only see the 1 damage, so.
So we are on. Yeah, so I'm going to move the turn to draw build light side because it looks like the light side building now.
Mm-hmm.
So over here in the bottom corner is the phases of the turn. All right, they skip retreats.
Yep.
Space did nothing.
Yeah, because he retreated. I don't even know if he pushed it back in. I think he just stayed retreated, actually.
And going to ground. So I think they're waiting to see if. So this unit here, you can at the start of ground you can pay 2 force to tap it.
Yeah.
And with this unit at the start of ground you can pay 3 force.
Yeah. And
which it looks like
Tonrado has 6, so he could pay to tap
he
both.
did. He only has one force
Which he
left.
did,
So
yep.
they're both tapped. So now it's just this guy against these 2 units.
Yeah.
This is the downside to these speeders. They're incredibly powerful, but when your opponent has force, and he doesn't need force for his characters.
Correct. Which honestly is
Pretty huge.
Yeah. It kind of nerfs his whole force drain strategy.
Yeah. All right.
So the rogue speeders going at sand troopers. Yeah, hit for 2.
Yep. Sand trooper is attacking back.
Mm-hmm.
Probably at the rebel scouts because it has accuracy, same amount of health.
Yep.
It hasn't gone yet. And ooh, 3
3
hits. That's gonna take him out. Well, yeah. Goodbye.
It's not looking so good for Tonrado
So
right
now
now.
we're going to character.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, it's not over yet. All that Han has to do is get lucky and roll more.
Yeah, that's true. So Han's rolling at Mara.
Okay. Looks like
0.
2.
Oh, does he have accuracy?
Accuracy.
Yeah, so just 2.
I'm pretty sure all the Hans have accuracy.
Yep.
That 2's kind of be frustrating because he can deflect 1.
Yep.
Which is what's happening.
Yep. And then they were actually
Because
rolling,
one-
so they tied for that die result.
You and your phone.
You have to roll higher.
You have to roll higher.
Tie is not.
Bummer.
Yeah. Tie doesn't cut it. And that Han has 1 health left right now.
Masameda rolled 1.
That's enough, unless he has a battle card.
This
Oh,
one
I'm
has 6
sorry.
health. It's stacked.
Yeah, you're right.
It's not over.
1 more health. You are correct.
All right. So it looks like. Yeah, they went.
Yep.
They started a new turn.
Started a new turn. Perfect.
Untap force build, and it should be a dark side build.
Yep. And they rolled a 4 for their build roll.
So.
Yep, 5 for Damon.
Damon's getting a couple extra build points here.
Mm-hmm.
But he's getting the bonus for the arena
And Moss.
And Moss.
Yeah. Oh, and Nexu.
The dice rolls have really hurt Tonrado in this
Uh-huh.
game. The 0 for 6 in ground and then not winning a Han Solo roll once.
Yeah.
So the thing about this Han Solo is that it's anytime he attacks, you do it. So if you attack, you roll and you untap, and then you attack, you roll again.
Oh,
So he can,
it's not once per round.
It's not once. So you can do if you got the hot dice.
Yeah.
Han can just like a crate dragon. I've seen that Han take out an entire character arena before.
Wow. Okay.
Pretty crazy.
I don't think I've played with that Han before.
It's quite good, and it's cheap.
Yeah.
The only downside is the upkeep of paying 2 build points, which he doesn't have the Leia to offset that. There's a Leia from Empire Strikes Back that you can tap, and she pays as long as she's in play, you don't have to pay the upkeep of your smugglers. So they're like a little combo.
Yeah, that makes sense.
She also gives all your bounty hunters, all your characters accuracy, so he would have accuracy too.
Ugh. Rough. All right, so we've got that Nexu in play
We're at
for Damon.
retreat light side so far.
Yeah, so it looks like Tonrado just put 4 build counters on something he didn't actually deploy.
Yeah. And then it went to battle. They're tapping all the units in the space arena.
Yep.
There's nothing to fight. So they're going to ground. And then we'll see if
he pays force.
If he pays some force.
Oh.
It didn't cost
Lando.
Nice.
Okay.
So
I'm not sure why he did that now.
The reason he did it now is because he has an ability. Choose a neutral unit. That unit gets +4 or -4 power. So these are all neutral.
Okay.
So he can essentially blank the power on one of these units.
So he doesn't have to.
And he still has 3/4, so he could tap the big one.
Yeah.
He can make this one a 0.
Right.
And then so he's only dealing with 2 units.
The 2. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's his best shot.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
And that's why he's doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Although he can't tap this one, unfortunately, because of the Nexu.
Yes. That's true.
Actually, you can't tap. Yeah, it's...
I think maybe he's tapping the cloud car.
So he doesn't... So he actually doesn't have the force to use this and tap a cloud car. Because this card drains him of a force, and this card drains him of a force. So
Okay.
he's got two... So this card, they have the same ability. Activated ability costs 1 force to play. So this one's cost +1, this one costs +1, so it's +2 just to use this activated ability.
Mm-hmm.
So it costs him 2 force, leaving him at 1, which means he can't tap anything.
Sure. So he just used Lando.
He just used Lando to...
I think to tap the cloud card.
Not to tap a cloud card, just to
blanket.
To blanket.
Sure.
To blank the power.
Okay. Okay, so he took one thing out.
Problem is he's got to survive this.
He's got to survive this attack.
The worst part is,
oh lordy,
he gets +2 power because Lando's in play, so it's 6 dice with accuracy.
Yeah,
that's gonna be rough.
Yep, that's probably game.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything he can do. Nothing hitting cost.
Yeah, he doesn't have anything built at the moment, so.
Yeah.
Yep,
right.
That's game.
Game 1.
Game 1 goes to Dhamon.
And that's typically how a competitive, like you saw how fast they were playing.
Yeah.
When you get to the competitive level, your games go fast. Like that was 20 minutes, give or take, and that was including setup and playing the game. We actually had to talk fast to try to keep up with them.
Yeah, for sure. So we'll kind of catch up with chat since we have a second. So Zepho was asking which IDC sets were included for this tournament again.
Okay, so it was Fall of the Republic, the very first IDC set. It is the expansion to Revenge of the Sith. And then Scum and Villainy, which is a Scum theme set. It was the second set ever released. And you can actually go to, if you just Google Star Wars TCG and IDC, just Google SWTCG space IDC. It'll bring you to their website, and you can look at all the IDC expansions. And they are listed on the site in release order, too. So, what other questions? Right. So, it looks like...
Well, we're underway, so...
It looks like Dhamon bid Darkside.
Yeah, well, that went pretty well for him, so...
Because the Rebel... Can you bring up the decks yet? The Rebel Control Officer, I believe, was in Tonrado's light side deck. Saw a Rebel Control Officer, I swear. Yep, right there. So yeah,
okay.
so it looks like they're just going back at it again with the same 2 decks, and I'm assuming that Tonrado did not want to bid down his light side. He feel like he could still. I would agree. I think his matchup is actually better against Damon's dark side.
Right, because his general 4-strand strategy isn't as powerful.
He just had really, he didn't have the greatest setup, and he really didn't have good dice at all. It's interesting to see Rebel Control Officer in his deck, though, but it makes sense. All of his characters are rebels. All of his units are rebels. If you hover over it, it costs 6 for a 4/4 with 10 speed, so it doesn't seem like much, but boosting +10 speed and power across the board and probably every unit in the guy's deck.
Yeah,
it's actually
a pretty big anthem. Oh, there we go. X-Wing B.
And
King Dingaling of X-Wings.
Yeah, good card.
And the skiff.
Hey, Easy Money, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you're watching. The bid, Bane said the bid was light side 27 for Tonrado. So Tonrado lost, and he chose to bid down his light side.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks for that info, Bane. I mean, it makes sense. Tonrado probably thinks his light side has a better chance. Which makes sense. He just did not have a very good setup.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really relevant.
Yep. Another Marauder, and then
so
we have...
that Slave 1 on top is actually the IDC Slave one. That's Slave 1G. It has stealth.
Triple stacked. Ooh, man.
So that's good and bad at the same time. So the good part is stacking it gets stronger, right? The bad part is the way stealth works. So stealth means it cannot be attacked if this unit is untapped
and undamaged.
So you want to go slow with the stealth unit. You want to be slower. So if you're stacking a stealth unit, it's not very good because it's going to go first. It's going to be tapped and then it just gets attacked. So
but he might
flip this. He might flip the
yeah,
stack.
I mean, he would probably put that one on top, is my guess.
Right, because right now that Slave 1's going before Luke's X-Wing.
Right.
Ideally, you would want it to go after.
Right. And the Slave 1C is great. It'd be nice if he
might get another Slave 1 that's a fourth copy. Who knows?
I mean, obviously this isn't a Jedi unit, which is a bummer.
But it still has accuracy.
But it still has accuracy too. So,
and 6 power.
Yeah. So it's still.
You only need to deal 5 damage in a single turn to kill Luke's X-Wing.
We got Maul F on the board here.
Ooh, so this Maul right here is actually the hidden cost test Maul. So if you notice, there are cards that have an ability very similar to an ability that actually came out in a later set. So this card says, pay 2 force, deploy Maul to the character arena. Play this ability only if he has 5 build counters on it.
Ah, okay.
So it's essentially a it was like the test card for hidden cost.
Okay, interesting.
Hidden cost eventually evolved into a better.
So C is going underneath.
Yeah, and he's really probably only playing that Maul because it's the cheapest one, and the other Maul, like the Maul that's underneath. This Maul, his ability turns off evade, but none of his guys have evade.
Right.
So he just wants the cheap character with decent stats.
Yep.
And that way, if he does happen to draw his Maul strategy force drain card, it's active because Maul's in play.
We just got a few build points on Mara and a few build points on Han.
Wow, his setup is so much better, Tonrado's, than last time. So he doesn't have anything in ground, so the skiff is going to constantly drain him for 2 force every turn. It's not the greatest, but it's not the end of the world. But his space is incredibly strong. He's got a Falcon, he's got Luke's X-Wing, and he's got this.
Let's go back to that Falcon because that's an IDC one.
No, it's not. It's actually from Rogues and Scoundrels. It's it only costs 3 build points.
I just don't think I've ever seen that artwork.
It's not played very much.
Okay.
It is played a little bit, but in all of our decks we don't use it, so that's why you haven't seen it.
That makes sense.
But it costs a build point, or you have to tap it. But it only costs 3 build points for a 5/5 space unit.
Yeah.
So it's quite good.
Yeah. And it's still a Falcon, so you can just add it to your Falcon stack.
Right. It's still a Falcon, and it still has the ability of being able to hold 2 pilots. But
deploying Han.
Leia can pilot it, and he can start getting those 3 build points every turn, which will help him pay his upkeep on his Han Solo.
Right.
Okay. So they are fully set up. They're fully built. Where it looks like we're in the retreat phase for Darkside.
I think so.
Excuse me, I had a hiccup there. That how do you say get it? Zaphod D. I can't even.
I was just saying Zaffo.
Yeah, Zaffo. Yeah, you're right. That Falcon's great for stacking.
Yeah, when I can't pronounce your whole name, I just pick the first few syllables and go with that.
Yeah, Leia G is not restricted. Definitely not.
All right.
So
it looks like he retreated the space arena.
Yep.
Damon did. Ground taps because there's no contesting there.
So he chose not to use Leia to pilot the Falcon. Because he probably wants Leia in play to get the boost from the attack dice and to protect this Han.
Probably. So Maul is rolling at Leia.
Big shocker there.
Yeah.
Gotta get her first. And 2 hits.
3?
3 hits.
No. And Leia has 5, I think?
4 health.
Okay.
But she's 60 speed.
Yeah.
So she's going to go before Mara.
Yeah.
The only problem is Mara has
Deflect,
so she's going to attack Maul instead.
Yep.
And this is also 60 speed, so.
50.
60. He's a rebel.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes,
And he's
you are
rolling
right.
5 dice
Yep, you're correct.
with accuracy. He's changing his mind. This is smart.
Yeah.
So the reason he's going here first is because if he rolls and can untap Han, he can attack Mara Jade, and then Mara Jade can't deflect here.
Right.
She'll have attacked first.
Yeah. Ooh, 3. 3's good.
Yeah. And Maul has pay 1, evade 1.
Mm-hmm. Which it looks like Damon did that.
Yep, you took 2 damage.
And, yep, took off a force. Yep. All right, so now Han is going at Maul.
Right.
Yep, that makes sense.
Oof.
4
4 hits.
4's good.
Yep. And
Is that enough to kill Maul?
No, because he can evade 1. He'll take 3.
Okay.
And Maul has 7 health.
Yeah. Okay. So now the Han roll.
So now the Han roll.
He's got
Damon rolls a 4.
Uh-huh.
And Tonrado rolled what?
I think
A 4.
also a 4.
Tied again.
Yeah.
Man, Han Solo have not been good to him.
Yeah.
Mara Jade's going. Mara Jade's probably just going to finish off Leia, sadly.
Yep.
Although he could have a battle card. Although I think if he had like a high-speed dodge or something,
Yeah,
he
he
would have
would've
played it
used
out to
that.
3 damage.
Yeah.
It's 1.
That's enough.
It's sad.
Unless he has a battle card. Yeah,
No.
that's enough. All right. And then that rebel control officer
Can finish
can
off
throw 4 dice at Maul and try to finish him off.
Maul has 2 hit points left.
Yep.
So he's going to need to hit for 3.
Yeah.
But it's possible.
It's possible. Definitely. It's reasonable to get those odds, obviously. Yeah, 3. There it is.
There you go. Tonrado had some dice gods coming to him. Sometimes, the dice gods betray you, and sometimes they give to you.
Yeah. So I guess we're seeing if... Oh, okay, so no
battle
battle
card
cards.
there either. At least not one he wanted to use.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
And
That's
that
the
looks
end of
like
the
that
round?
should be the end of character. Oh, oops, sorry.
Yeah.
They changed it.
And build roll is 5.
Yep. So
Neither player gets the bonus.
no bonuses.
Because Damon is retreated in space.
Only problem is losing that Leia is it's so hurtful.
Mm-hmm.
Like I understand why he kept her. It was a really tough call because that Leia would single-handedly pay the upkeep of his Falcon and his Han Solo.
Katra said every streamer, when they see his really long name, which is a lot longer, it's like 9 more characters after Katra. Everybody just says Katra. So, yep, it's the same thing.
And Katra's like, man, when I get Tornado, that Han legit tapped every time.
Yep.
Yeah, TGP, it is a typical ground. I didn't say it's totally typical, but it's, at least on the dark side, it's completely typical.
Yeah.
The light side is...
For that strategy, yeah.
I mean, we don't see a lot of people using Rebel Scouts.
Yeah, that's true.
We don't see a lot of... I mean, emergency ship is used sometime, but not a lot in Rebels.
Yeah.
It's a little bit. I haven't seen an unmodified Snowspeeder yet.
Mm-mm.
That's like the most common light side.
Yeah, so it looks like we had Vader's TIE A come out.
Whoa! Vader's TIE A?
Yeah.
Holy smokes. What is he doing with that?
I don't know, but
Wow.
it's funny.
I haven't
We got
seen-
Luke's X-Wing B against Vader's TIE A.
Wow. Okay. That is a surprise to me.
Right. Apparently, because you had a very big reaction.
I mean, like, I haven't played, like, competitively, I don't think I've played that card since Battle of Yavin. That's
fair.
probably the last time I played that card.
Unless we're playing a specific build around Vader deck or something.
Right, unless I'm playing
And
a
it's
theme
just
deck.
being me.
I'm saying in a competitive setting.
Right.
It's just 5 build for a 3 power unit with pay 2 evade 2.
Yeah.
It's just, there's so many better options.
All right.
In my
So
opinion.
Damon did not retreat anything.
Nope.
I'm guessing I'm guessing Tonrado's not going to either.
Yep, just we're gonna have a space battle.
Yeah. So Luke's X-Wing is rolling at droid missiles, probably.
Probably.
50.
Yeah, because he's, yep.
Yeah. Yep. Droid missiles. Because otherwise they're just going to blow him up.
Yep, hopefully he doesn't miss.
That's one. That's
That's
enough.
what you need.
Yeah.
I have had.
Whenever we roll one against those droid missiles, it always makes me nervous.
I always twitch when I roll with Luke's X-Wing at droid missiles.
Yeah. All right. So Boba Fett, Slave 1, is rolling at.
That's a good question. It's gonna get most likely intercepted and retaliated, whatever, unless.
So he's rolling here.
He
So
rolled
it
here.
it either got intercepted or that was his target originally.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of damage. 1, 2, 3, I think 4. Yep.
All right. Where's there? I'm sure there's gonna be a retaliate roll coming because it's pay 0 to retaliate 3.
Yeah. There it is.
2 hits. Just quite good.
Yeah.
And now.
I think it's, so then it's Vader's tie. I'm assuming he's just gonna go here as well.
Makes sense. He's gonna retaliate against Vader.
Mm-hmm. He's got 2, which would be enough.
Not enough.
And then waiting for that retaliate roll. Only 1. And Vader's got pay 2, pay 2. It looks like that's what he used.
Yeah.
All right, so the Falcon's next.
Yeah, Falcon's just gonna beat on. Should just beat on the slave one.
Yeah,
I think.
it's already damaged. Yep. Exactly what he's doing.
You want to kill that slave one. You don't want him flipping to the other one.
Right. 1, 2, 3, 4. That was a big deal.
Yeah. The space looks to be pretty. At this point, it looks like he's in very good shape.
Mm-hmm. Tonrado, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so over into character. So Mara's gonna go first. Oh no, she's not, because he has plus 10 speed.
Yep, and
yeah,
power.
that's right. So he's got the plus 1 power as well from this Rebel officer. Rebel officer is coming in big in this game. It's making him win all those ties.
Yep.
That's a big deal.
And the extra power.
Yeah, I mean the extra power is nice, but winning all those ties is a big deal.
Because the supporting rebels he's playing are bigger threats. He hasn't been able to attack the Rebel officer.
So that was 1, 2, 3 damage on Mara. It looks like.
And Han untapped.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, and now
all
Han
right.
gets to go.
Now
Han's
Han
doing
rolls
his
again.
thing. Yeah.
Okay.
It's quite good.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Yep.
That'll kill Mara Jade. She only has 5 health unless she's got a battle card. Bam.
Yeah, but he still put the 1 damage on Han. He still deflected.
Yeah, well, it makes sense.
Yep. All right, and then that Rebel Control Officer taps. They start a new round.
Now, because he's the light side player, he can see what Damon builds before he even decides to pay the upkeep with Han. If he doesn't put anything, he just taps Han.
For sure. All right, build is only a 2. That's pretty bad. That's probably going to solidify Damon's loss here.
That means best of 3.
Yeah.
That's always the best, right?
Mm-hmm. Bob Fetter, there was a skiff.
Yeah, it was used.
I think he's been paying the force every turn.
He just pays the force.
Because he has nothing else to use his force for.
Yeah, other than playing a battle card, he doesn't have any use for the force. So I'm pretty sure he paid it. Yeah, TGP, the Marauder actually is really good. Yes, it's high build, but if you play it in the right deck, it's quite good. And honestly, Um, in that scenario was probably the worst that the Marauder could be, which is like it gets taken out before it gets to attack. But I mean, it still got to roll 6 dice,
Mm-hmm.
and it absorbed 6 hits, which meant that Luke's X-Wing survived, which is your best unit, and the Falcon is alive.
Yep.
So it did its job.
Absolutely.
It also is super relevant, TGP, to note that playing the card like the Marauder Corvette is better when you're playing with the IDC cards, especially the Scum and Villainy set, because it introduced stealth.
Mm-hmm.
And the Marauder has 30 speed.
Yeah.
So having a card in your deck with a slow enough speed that can take out a stealth unit is super relevant.
Absolutely.
If that Marauder wasn't... If
that was a massive hit from Luke's X-Wing. Bye, Vader. It was 6665.
7 damage.
7 damage. Whew. That was because he's got the crit hit 4.
Yeah.
No, it was 8 damage.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
If the... at TGP, if the Marauder was not in the space arena, what would have happened is... I guarantee you,
All right, game 3.
He probably wouldn't have triple stacked that Slave 1.
Mm-hmm.
He would have kept it at 50 speed or 60 speed, or 50 speed, so it would be 1 step slower than
Luke's X-Wing.
Luke's X-Wing.
Yep.
And then he would have this stealth unit pick off his units. So
Absolutely.
the Marauder was more relevant than it seemed in that situation.
Agreed. All right, so they're going to game 3. Tonrado's bidding 27 on that light side deck again.
Yeah.
So looks like we're going to have the same matchup.
That's an aggressive bid, and I don't blame Damon for wanting to not play his light side at 26.
Yeah.
When you
So
play in a
mulligans?
tournament, how you bid is so important. When I built my blockade deck that was completely busted,
Yep.
I was bidding down to 25 dark side,
Yeah, which is crazy.
and I never lost a game.
Yep. Another IDC card, a TIE Escort.
Oh, that's awesome.
Cool. Pay 0 intercept. That's awesome. That's great. Great card. Lots of versatility there.
I am
The
confused.
rubber. Oh,
I'm
did they end
confused.
up? Did they switch?
They must have switched.
All right. So I guess
Yeah,
Damon's going at 26.
Yeah, Tonrado is playing his Tonrado's playing his light side, and Damon's playing his dark side.
All right.
Or I'm sorry, I apologize. Damon is playing his light side. Tonrado is playing his dark side.
Mm-hmm.
They did switch, so we're gonna see different decks. And when we post this stream on YouTube, Homebase Games, YouTube.com/Homebase Games, we will post the winning deck list up there so people can check them out. And I believe they one of these players might even write an article about their deck.
Awesome.
But I'm actually going to work on an article about the entire tournament, all the decks that are played, what was the most common unit,
Sure.
and really break down the meta for everyone to see. So look for that on homebasegames.com/articles.
Yep. Got Vader, the good Vader. Well, I guess the Snowtrooper Elite Squad.
Snowtrooper Elite Squad is
But
not
I,
Vader.
yeah, but I like see Vader and I know it's good with Vader in play. I had a Snowtrooper Guard.
Wow, that's not a card you see too often either.
Obi-Wan
From Empire Strikes
Starfighter. And the Falcon E. All right.
So from these championship decks, I would say it seems like majority of the decks are Wizards of the Coast cards. And
There's a little splash
there's
of
a
the
splash
IDC.
of the IDC, but that's awesome. It
Yeah.
means that the sets are designed well. They're adding some new flavor. You don't ever want, even if it was a Wizards of the Coast set, you don't want a new set to come out and power creep everything it did before.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so a second copy of the Snowtrooper Squad on ground. We need a Vader to make those really good.
Oh, he's playing Chewbacca Healer? Oh, that's so awesome. So I just posted on homebasegames.com/articles an article covering the Battle of Yavin set, which is the debut of that Chewbacca. and actually talk quite in depth about making a Chewbacca healer deck. And you call it healer because that Chewie, every time you draw a card, can repair one of your space or ground units.
Yep.
I'm very
There's
happy.
Vader.
Very
Vader-y.
wow. Oh, he's playing the Stormtrooper Vader. This is so cool.
Yeah. With all of these troopers.
They're all Stormtroopers.
Yeah, obviously not the tie, but yeah.
That is
Stacking
awesome.
a Chewie. So we're still going to have the healer one on top, it looks like.
And look at the Retaliate. We have a Retaliate Chewbacca in character, and you have a Retaliate Vader in character. Hilarious. In that same article, I talked about how Retaliate isn't really tournament worthy.
Yeah. Most people don't run it.
Most people don't run it. It's actually not a bad ability. Most people don't run it, but it's hilarious to see.
We've had it a few times because that Marauder has it.
Yeah, here's the championship finals.
Yeah.
And you have 2 retaliating characters in the arena. Although,
oh, I'm surprised. Oh, that makes sense. So he's deploying. He's building up this Coruscant shuttle with 4 build counters on it, and this must be the last card that he's playing in setup.
Yeah. So actually, what happened was Damon bid 27 light side, and Tornado played his dark side at 30.
Okay.
So when we saw the 27,
yeah, I thought we
had it backwards.
Okay.
So yeah, he is.
So he's waiting to deploy this Jedi Coruscant shuttle until the actual first turn, so he gets the deploy effect.
Correct. Yeah. So he is essentially leaving this partially built. The reason he's leaving it revealed is because the last card you play during setup you show to your opponent, and for the stream purposes, he's just leaving it face up. Even when I played competitive games, I do it the same way.
So there's an IDC Vader going underneath the stack here.
Oh. Awesome. He's got a dark side Stormtrooper / clone deck. That one gives all your clones plus 10 speed and accuracy 1.
That's cool.
That's awesome.
So yeah, we've got still this one on top here.
I'm so excited. These are 2 decks that are being played right now that are not normally played in competitive tournaments.
Yeah, it's great.
A Stormtrooper deck on a dark side and a Chewbacca healer deck.
Yeah. I'm glad that we actually got to see this matchup.
Yeah.
So he had that same Sands Trooper Interrogator in his dark side deck as well.
They're both because it's a Stormtrooper and it has the next.
And it's good.
It has the next to ability.
Yeah, it's good.
And critical hit 1. It's a good card.
Yeah.
Not broken. Costs 6.
Yeah, it's expensive.
It's slow.
But yeah. It wouldn't cost 6 if it didn't have the next to ability, that's for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so he's deploying that Sand Trooper Interrogator. The build roll, I think, was
We'll see because they have their build points there.
Yeah. For whatever reason, we can't see Tonrado's build.
I think.
I don't know if
we can adjust that. Usually.
Nope.
Usually you can shrink these boxes. Let's see.
It's been like that the whole time.
Yeah, that is really strange. I think it's because there's 3 people in here.
Yeah.
But
still sorting through the kinks of how to do it the right way here.
There's a unit in every arena.
Yep.
If he's got 6, then his opponent has 6. We can figure it out.
All right, what else do we have? Another Snow Trooper. These things are beefy. And he's got 1 build on something back here.
Yeah.
So he's deploying that Coruscant shuttle. He's going to go and search for any Jedi subtype unit, which includes this card actually, because you can see it has that ground Jedi speeder.
So here's a trivia question. Rebel Armored Frame Runner.
Well, see, there you go. So yeah, he just went to go and search for another copy of it.
Yeah.
All right, so Rebel Armor Free Runner.
Where's that unit from?
I mean, I know the answer to that.
In Star Wars lore, chat. If you could tell, without Googling it, tell me where the Rebel Armored Free Runner is.
If you read his recent article about, I think, Battle if you haven't, you would know the answer to that. All right, so we've got Anakin's Pod Racer going in. Anything else?
Oh, he stacked Chewbacca with the Walker pilot.
Oh, yeah, so this one's on top now. Yep.
That's
so the healer one is gone for the moment.
He probably felt like he needed more
damage.
Beef?
Yeah.
I don't know. So this one's a 5/6. This one's a 5/5. It's pay to retaliate forward.
Yeah, he's gonna have it go pilot the speeder, I guess.
Yeah, it's a speeder and walker pilot. So he's like,
he's contesting
I'm not messing
over there.
with Vader. I'm just getting out of there.
Yeah, although you kind of have to deal with Vader because all those troopers are just so much beefier. But I get it.
So the troopers they get +1 power from Vader.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I get it. We'll see how it goes. He's obviously winning space.
Rebel Freerunner is going to be super sweet, just automatically dealing damage.
For sure. Yeah. So I guess you can answer your own trivia question here. Nobody in chat seems to know.
No one in chat seems to know.
Yeah.
Oh, man. It's from. I'll give you a hint. It's from author Timothy Zahn. Okay, so Falcon attacked Vader.
Yep.
And Vader took 1 damage.
Looks like it.
And we're going to ground. Anakin is attacking what? Yeah, he's attacking the Interrogator. That makes sense. Just wants to hit it for 1. Lucky? No. Ooh.
Yep. Whiff.
That sucks.
Yep. All of these guys are kind of slow.
Yeah, the Freerunner's just going to deal 3
Yeah, it's just going to tap and deal 3. Yeah.
It's going to cost him a force to do it, but... Oh, that's faster.
Oh, because
it's
Chewie gives it speed. Okay.
It's
equal. Yeah, it's equal, so that makes sense.
So he wanted to do that to see if he can do 2 in 1 now.
Yep, which is exactly what he's going to do. Oh, Jedi piloting. All right.
Oh, horrible.
Yep.
The old nasty evade.
Mm-hmm. So he was planning to do 2 here and 1 here, and then the 2 here got evaded by the Jedi piloting.
High-speed dot. Yeah, Jedi piloting.
Yeah, that's rough. All right, so this guy's going at the Freerunner. Makes sense.
And what, 2 damage?
I think that second mark was an accident. Yeah, 2 damage.
Okay.
This one.
4 power with accuracy.
Yeah. I'm assuming it's going at the same target. Yep. 3. That's enough. Oh,
high-speed dodge.
All right, prevention 3. There you go.
Oh man, I like elite snowtrooper squads when they have 4 power.
Yeah. I already like them. They're fantastic. Okay, yep, still going at this Freerunner.
2 damage there. It looks like it's probably going to be dead.
Yeah. Yep.
What would have been kind of gross is if it lived, and then next turn he could have moved
Yeah.
Chewbacca, flipped him, and then healed it up.
Yeah. That would have been crazy, yeah.
Although he doesn't actually have any... The problem with the reason he doesn't have the Chewie B in play right now, he doesn't have any card draw units. He doesn't have like a Jawa Sandcrawler to really turn on the Chewie, so...
Yeah. All right, so build roll is 5. Next turn.
And we are in the dark side build phase.
Alrighty. So since still we don't have a answer to our little trivia question.
You want to tell them?
I was gonna say.
Go ahead, you can tell them.
I think it's from Dark Force Rising, right?
You're right.
Yeah. So that's the second in the Thrawn
trilogy. Yeah.
Trilogy. For a second, I thought your original clue was going to be what I wish the new trilogy was.
What do you mean? There's only one trilogy. It's the Zahn trilogy, okay? I don't know what this Disney trilogy you speak of is.
Yeah, you just made me think of that, like, I think it's Nerds. Is it Nerds with where they're all just. I can't. Never mind.
Sorry,
I don't know it
I
enough.
didn't know where she was
But
going with that.
it's like where they have the story where it's like there's only one trilogy or there's only one return and it's of the Jedi, not of the King.
No, yeah, no, that is Clerks 2.
Clerks.
Clerks
Okay.
2.
Sorry, Clerks. I only saw it the once.
were arguing-
But I do remember the one scene where he's like, this was Lord of the Rings. And he's like, just walks across the room. Here's the second Lord of the Rings. He walks across the room. Here's the third Lord of the Rings. He like makes the motion of taking a ring off his finger and dropping it and walking away.
It's like there's only one return and it's of the Jedi.
Yeah. You just made me think of that. The only scene out of that whole movie I remember. Not really my kind of comedy, but. All right, man, he is amassing a stormtrooper army up here on ground.
Yeah, that's. He's gotta move into character, and contest that Vader. It's gonna be much. I think it'll be a lot. He's just gotta buy time and ground.
Yeah, until he can.
That Vader is. It's got pay for evade for.
Yeah,
it's super
which is
annoying.
insane. Yeah, and the longer he takes to get into, the more force he builds
yeah.
up. So, yeah, it's rough.
That Vader's. It's funny because like if you ask anybody if they ever thought they would see
Vader
E from again Battle of Yavin.
Right.
I have always contested that Vader is the best character in this game, not because he's Vader, but because they made every Vader playable.
Sure.
There's no such thing as a Vader that just crap.
Mm-hmm.
And
Makes sense.
that's a great way to design Vader.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't have to be the most OP card in the game. He just needs to always be something you could count on.
I agree. All right, the Falcon is whacking at Vader.
Yeah, he does have the Falcon.
Yeah.
Problem is, it's just going to drain force should be.
Yeah, I mean it's relevant-ish, but
he keeps rolling. Well, he rolled 2 there.
Yeah.
He just took it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Vader's
Oh,
3.
that's helpful. Is he going to spend the 2 force on Obi-Wan's Starfighter? No. So that Obi-Wan Starfighter can attack that retreated TIE Fighter.
Yeah.
He has to spend 2 force. He's not doing it. He thinks he probably needs it for. He probably wants to use it for the retaliate on Chewbacca. Because Chewbacca gives I believe Chewbacca gives that speed to retaliate.
It does. Pay to retaliate 4. Yep. All right. So Anakin
Finishes
off that one unit that had 1 health left.
50 speed. Speeder should go at the accuracy unit, I would think. Just because of the damage output from accuracy. And he has a chance of killing it with only 3 health.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll see what he decides.
Yes, retaliate does only work in the same arena.
Were you asking why Vader isn't retaliating against the Falcon? I don't think we said he could.
Yeah. So 1 damage on this.
Yep.
This one's rolling over here.
Oh, that's interesting.
That's odd. Okay.
Oh, I think he's hoping to just use the retaliate, but I'm not really. Actually, I don't know why he would not attack the same.
Yeah, I usually always just kill what I can kill.
Yeah.
Oh, that one's attacking now.
Yeah, this one doesn't have 50 speed.
That makes sense.
This is 40 speed, so it's
got it. So we
problem.
Yep. So that's where our issue is. Got it. 0 whiff.
Okay. So now, I think those other units are all 30 speed.
30. Yep. So this is next.
Memory serves me correct. So now, now it'll attack the accuracy.
That makes sense.
Yeah, looks like 1 hit.
Yep.
All right. I mean, at least he's probably going to survive this ground battle. This is going to be a very close match.
Yeah.
And they have plenty of time. They have 30-ish minutes.
Yeah,
give or take,
33.
on the clock. All right.
Guess we're.
Snowtrooper Squad.
Mm-hmm.
He's going to go with the. I think he's going to save the accuracy unit and go with the non-accuracy unit first. It
Sure.
looks like.
See how much damage he can put on
Oh,
different.
this is the. He's going at the retaliate
Ah,
Chewbacca.
sure, that makes sense.
I think what he's hoping is that he'll burn the retaliate and this and not this. Also,
yeah, and I'm not sure. Obviously, that.
Well, if he doesn't burn it and he just kills it, then
Right,
he
then it's
wasted
wasted.
it.
Right.
Exactly.
Okay. It looks like he did not burn it on the first one, but it was only 1 damage, which it has pay 1.
And he just hit for 4.
Yeah.
So he can pay 1, evade 1, take 3, and then he dies. Or did he not hit for 4?
No, I think he only hit for 3.
Tonrado rolls 4 6-sided dice. Yep, 3.
Yeah, he only hit for 3. So, yeah, he's got 1 health left.
Now the retaliate's got to happen here.
Yeah, I would expect so. He's lucky that he got through those first 2 attacks.
Yeah, that's why it was smart for him. It was really smart for Tonrado to attack with the Snowtrooper Elites first, then attack with the Snowtrooper Squad. Okay. Yeah, he's getting rid of it. Maybe he did not retaliate.
Interesting. Yeah, he did not.
Okay.
Okay.
He's probably just conceding the arena and just deciding to save the force at this point.
Yeah, maybe he has a hidden cost unit.
Or just he's just thinking he's gonna go into character and then he's probably just gonna want to. He also might want to save the 2 force to use this to use the Obi-Wan Starfighter to attack the TIE Fighter escort this turn while it's retreated before Tonrado can start putting stuff in space.
Yeah, that's true.
There's
Alright, the build roll is only 1.
Oh, that's terrible.
Real bad.
Field 1 for build. It's why you'll see, if you notice, one of the themes about both of these decks is look at how low their build curve is. 4 build points, 4 build points, 4 build points, 4 build points, 6, 4. Vader is 8. But you don't see, there's no 10 build units out on the table. All the units are cheap.
Yeah.
And that's because in tournament play, being able to deploy or not deploy a unit is...
Sandcrawler.
Yeah.
Too late.
Too late. 1 turn too late. To be able to use that Chewie effectively.
Yeah.
That's sad. Well, if it's a true Chewie healer deck, he's probably got 3 more.
Yeah. Alright, Falcon's rolling it. Vader.
And I'm just curious, what did he discard?
That's Tonrado. That's Dhamon.
Okay. So here's his discard pile. So this just died. He played this, so he actually just discarded it. Oh, nothing.
Yeah.
He never used the... Oh, my bad.
Yeah, he hasn't used it yet. Alright.
He kept it around.
Anakin. Okay, took out that one guy that had 1 health left, I think.
Yeah. Still putting damage on Vader 2 from space.
Yeah.
He opted not to use the Force to kill this fighter too. I'm kind of surprised. He must be saving the Force or something.
Yeah.
Oh, right, Bane. Yeah, good call. He can't retaliate because it costs 3 Force to the interrogators. It's a great call. I totally missed that.
Okay.
Oh, Damon played Jedi Knight's deflection.
Yeah. Okay, rolling at Anakin.
Three.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 damage on Anakin.
One damage from the Jawa.
Okay.
Onto the Sand Troopers.
Yeah.
All right.
Next turn.
Fresh turn.
Build roll is another. Oh, it's a 4.
It's a 4.
That's better. This is a close match. It feels like Tonrado's just a little bit ahead, and Damon's trying to play catch up here.
Yeah.
Now, if I remember correctly, I think Damon went undefeated in the whole tournament so far.
Oh, wow.
He was undefeated in the Swiss, undefeated in, obviously, in the single elimination. That's how you make the finals.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm pretty sure he went undefeated in the Swiss.
He's building a couple of things back here. One's got 4, one's got 1.
That's never good.
Oh, there's an unmodified snowspeeder.
Yeah. He's being resilient in the ground arena.
Yeah.
Problem is, those elite snowtrooper squads.
Mm-hmm. They're so good with, I mean, not only are they good with a Vader in play, but this Vader is giving them +1 power. I mean, it's fantastic. Oh, Rebel Hangar. That'll help.
Well, that's huge.
That's a big deal.
We'll see if Tonrado
Keep those ground units alive a little bit longer.
Next turn. That's the worst thing about getting a Rebel Hangar smacked down on you when you're the dark side player.
Yeah.
Is that
you can't do anything about it until
unless you're playing. There's a card, and I'm trying. Oh my gosh, I'm drawing a. I think it's called Subjugation. No, it's. There's a card from Empire Strikes Back. It's a battle card that costs 2 force, and it turns off the effect of a location until end of turn.
Oh wow!
It's the only way to like deal with a battle card. Although,
interesting.
With these 2 IDC sets, there's actually a battle card for 4 force called Close the Blast Doors that destroys the location.
Yeah. So it looks like the Falcon rolled at Vader again, but he has evaded the damage, I believe.
Yeah.
And then Anakin gets a 1 here, which is enough, unless he has a battle card.
How many times have we seen Anakin's pod racer just do so much work?
Yeah. It's crazy.
He was definitely the MVP of the last finals.
Mm. I assume we're just waiting to see if there's a bill. Oh yeah, okay, so no battle card.
Yeah, easy. That's a great call. That's kind of like my secret tech that I don't really throw out there a lot. Lightsaber throw can destroy a light side character location at instant speed.
That's true. I've totally forgot about that.
Yeah.
Occupation, TGP said, is the
That's
name of
the card. The other card that was
thank you, TGP,
the other
for
card
looking
that's
that up.
helpful is the Sith Infiltrator B, but you have to play it during the build phase.
Right.
So it's still not doing anything for another turn.
Mm-hmm. And it's not hidden cost, so it can't come out during the game. All right.
I love the flavor on the enhanced lightsaber throw. If you pay the enhanced cost and destroy a character, a location, because it's like Vader destroying the ramp that Luke was on.
All of the things are going at the unmodified snowspeeder.
Yeah. It's got 5 health. Let's see if it can live.
Yeah. Seems like it. That's the Sandcrawler attacking, I think.
Yeah.
The 3. All right, new turn.
It's a grindy one.
Yeah, build roll is 4. Yeah, these guys play so fast sometimes. It's like trying to even keep up with them.
When you're playing in a tournament, though, and you know all the cards, you want
Yeah.
you don't want to dilly dally.
Right.
Okay, here's the overbuild. So the Rebel Hangar is going to be replaced with Imperial City.
Yeah. Ooh,
This is an IDC card.
Yeah.
Each Imperial costs 1 less build to play. It costs 4.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah.
4 to make your
and it's
opponent
a
replace
split.
that.
It's a split too. It can go in ground or character, so it can replace either of the 2 best light side locations.
That's a cool
So
card.
that's nice. Well designed.
It's a beautiful art too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So upkeep there. So that was all that Tonrado deployed, was just this location.
It looks like that's what he deployed out of hand.
Yeah, these are still sitting here. And he just put 4 build here. All right. So no new units coming into play.
Space.
Retreating.
Yeah.
That TIE fighter has been retreated in the build zone, so
Yeah,
that's
he
not
never
come
pushed
out.
it in.
Yeah.
It looks like
Falcon attacking Vader again, I'm assuming.
yeah, he's still conserving his force.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Oh no, he's doing it now.
All right, Obi-Wan's gonna go after that. That's smart.
He rolled
you gotta
2.
Get rid of it. 2's enough. Oh no, it's 3.
It's 3. Okay. And then Falcon is going at Vader, I assume. Yep, so it's got 2 hits.
Yeah, TGP. I love Melt Your Way In. I wish there was a dark side version of that card though.
All right, starting ground. I'm assuming Vader's just evading all of the damage that the Falcon's dishing out because his force keeps going down.
Yeah, so. He's at 5 damage now on Vader, so I think he might have taken it this turn. It might have been just on 1. It looks like that's a 5.
Yeah, I think so.
Hard to see.
Yeah.
But it looks like a 5.
So attacking, the Snowspeeder is attacking one of these guys. I'm sure Anakin did as well. Anakin whiffed. So the Snowspeeder also whiffed, it looks like.
Snowspeeder rolled 4 dice. They got 1 hit.
Yeah. So maybe I guess it did get 1 hit. Okay.
Ouch.
Yep.
No, I don't even think it hit. Still only 1 damage on each of those guys.
I think only one of them had. Yeah, I don't know.
I think you were right. It whiffed.
Yeah. So that one got killed, but it just retreats. You can hover over that card. When it dies, because Vader's in play, it just gets retreated and moved to the build zone, and all damage counters are removed.
No. So you have to when you have 2 of them, you have to kill them both in a single turn to win the game.
Yeah, it's really rough.
It's going to be tough when he's rolling 4 dice in ground.
Yep.
But we'll see. This
all right,
game's
fresh turn.
This game's going to come down to, honestly,
5 for build. That might shake.
It's going to come down
bit.
to what Tonrado, I think, has been building up as a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
Because
yeah, he's got a lot of build counters back there, and not really a lot of pre-built things or partially built things that haven't come out. So
those could be backup ground units. It could be backup space unit. It could be backup characters. Highly unlikely that they're ground units.
This just came out. Heavy weapons team. And again, so then he put his last build here. So that just came from his hand, and then he put extra build back here.
Yeah.
Ah, so that's what he was building, was another Rebel Armored Freerunner.
Well, that's so very helpful against the
Against these, for sure.
yeah.
He did push that fighter in.
Might as well.
Mm-hmm.
If it's just gonna get attacked. Damon has 10 force now, so it's ironic though how awesome that pay 4 evade 4 Vader is right now, because
Yeah.
that Falcon's gonna have with 15 force he can pay 4 force every turn and just not worry about it.
Yeah.
If that was a pay 2 evade 2 Vader, he would eventually just get whittled down.
Mm-hmm. Yep. All right, so they went to the retreats. He did retreat that TIE fighter, but Damon is going to activate Obi-Wan's ability and kill it, evidently. Then, yep.
I can't wait to take
Falcon going at Vader.
I can't wait to write the article and take a deep look at these decks and see exactly what is going on.
Mm-hmm. All right, so he hit for 2, and looks like Vader just evaded it. Going to ground, Anakin.
I think he's going to go at the heavy gunner.
Probably with the crit 2. I mean, it only rolls 2 dice, but crit 2 is
heavy
rough.
weapons team.
Yeah. Oh, he hit for 2.
Oh, so now he can do 1 damage with the free runner,
Yeah.
and then 2 damage and remove.
And remove 2 units.
2 units.
Unless he has a battle card.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. Well.
Oh, so I think he might have just dealt 3 damage to make sure he didn't get trumped by a battle card.
That makes sense. Sometimes you gotta do it.
He just wanted to make sure that it
died
and he didn't get hit, because it has critical hit 2 and that's smart.
Yeah, I've done that.
If you had a Jedi piloting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. I've done that careful play more often than once.
Okay.
Okay. So 3 damages on that free runner.
Okay. So he's going for the 1 turn play now. He's trying to get
some damage on both of them.
On both of them, so he can just tap the free runner and then just win.
Yep. And so we got 2 damage here.
Man, this is such a close game.
So close.
I want to know what these 2 cards are.
I know. 7 build back there. Like, what is going on? That's a lot of builds to not have in here when you're like. These tables have turned. Like, Damon was a little bit behind, and then he's now caught up, and now Tonrado's a little bit behind, and having 7 force back there. Build roll is 4.
4.
It looks like.
And also, all his Imperials costs. He put another card face down.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
I have no clue what's going on. Maybe they're all character locations. I don't know, I'm just spitballing.
I mean, he has plenty of cards in his hand. I'd be surprised if he's that stuck on units. I mean, it's possible. I've been there, but it doesn't seem likely.
The options are
5 build went here.
Yeah.
So maybe that's another Rebel Armor free runner or character or something. 5's a lot.
All right.
Falcon rolling at Vader. Hits for 2, and Tonrado just evades it.
He's just gonna evade, yeah. All right.
Anakin. I would probably go with the more damaged one and see if I can just take it out naturally.
Yeah. I'm not sure.
I think Anakin whiffed.
Okay.
But the Rebel Freerunner, they got both of them back there.
You know what these are? These are fleets or something.
I mean, hidden cost something, yeah.
Yeah, maybe. All right.
Struggle.
Gonna cost something. There are hidden, so there are.
I think they're just done.
Good game. Wow. Reveal. Oh, Emperor's bidding.
What?
Emperor's bidding. So, when the turn ends, if your opponent has no Jedi, you win. But he couldn't play it because this is a Jedi. So that's why he had that. Ask him what the other two cards are. Curious.
Another TIE fighter.
And another ground unit. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. And then he was working on a wedge.
Interesting.
Okay.
Wow. So Damon wins.
Damon wins.
Undefeated in the tournament. And wow, what an incredibly close match.
Yeah, that was very swingy.
Great decks. Even it was awesome. It was such a cool wow. It did not look good for David in this last game.
It didn't.
And he grinded
He was
it
behind.
out. He grinded it out.
He was definitely behind.
It seems like Tonrado was stuck with cards that he couldn't spend build points on.
Yeah, which is, and I think this is his hand.
Yep.
So
you saw he had battle cards.
Tanway, which isn't really helping right now.
Characters is not helping him.
Yeah, characters. Vendetta is character. Yeah, so he was stuck.
He just didn't. He ran out of ground units.
Yeah.
I liked the Emperor's bidding.
Yeah.
It would have been if he would.
If he could have gotten that off.
If he would have won with that.
Oh my gosh, that would have been great.
Yeah, that's awesome. Well, great match. Congratulations to both the players.
Yeah.
And I hope everyone enjoyed the bonus stream. Join us next week for the sealed tournament or sealed deck live stream.
Mm-hmm.
And for Patronus, I'm Gold Leader. Thanks for joining us. We're signing out.
Thanks, guys.